What's going on, guys? So by the title of the video, you're probably wondering why, after my review of calling the iPhone 15 Pro Max the best iPhone ever, why I won't be upgrading to it. I don't need it. But there's more to it than that. You know what else this video needs more of? Our sponsor. Nobody. If you skip 10 seconds ahead and we're expecting a sponsor, gotcha. But they actually probably won't see this segment because this is within those 10 seconds, and then now it's just really confusing. So we're just going to get on with the rest of the video, okay? If you didn't watch my review of the iPhone 15 Pro Max, go check it out. But moving forward for the channel, I want to create two reviews for products. One is going to be the tech-oriented journalistic approach where I'm unbiased and covering the device and its new features objectively. Then there will be videos like this where it's more personable, laid back, conversational, and more of a raw review of whether I will personally upgrade the device myself. Because believe it or not, all the devices that you see on this table and even the devices that are off screen as well, here, I don't just constantly upgrade my devices all the time. I'm what you call an average consumer who occasionally throws their devices around. I'll have a detailed explanation of why at this timestamp here on the screen because I think it's really important for reviewers and consumers to understand the difference between my two reviews moving forward. So my main phone is still the regular iPhone 13 Pro that you see right here. Even after trying the 14 series, the 15 series, even the S22 and S23 series, the iPhone 13 Pro is the device that I purchased with my own money. My iPhone journey has been the iPhone 5, the 6S that you see on the table here that still turns on and we still love that 3D touch. I mean, beautiful, right? I actually have two, by the way, and you can see I've been an OG D brand customer for years. Pushing 10 years at this point. Anyway, I went from the 6S to the 10 and the 13 Pro. That's it. Under the finance department on this channel, which is of course ran by nobody, is where I purchased the devices that you see on this table. But my own personal bank account is where I ultimately purchased devices, and that is when the iPhone 13 series came out, because at that time, there was no better phone on the market and my 10 was starting to show its age. Now, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is an amazing device. Don't get me wrong. If I had like an iPhone 11 or below, which I think is somewhere in this stack, yes. If I had the iPhone 11, which still turns on, or below, I'd likely upgrade to the 15 series in general. But I still enjoy my 13 Pro. I would argue that the photos and video processing is still superior than the crazy post-processing we have by smartphone companies lately in recent years. So for those of you who don't know, this video, all of this year and last year have been recorded with an iPhone 13 Pro. Yes, this video is recorded with an iPhone 13 Pro. So does it warrant an upgrade to the 14 or 15? Not really. Even if I were to, let's say, trade in this iPhone 13 Pro to get a 14 Pro or 15 Pro, I still don't think it's worth it. Even for business reasons on the channel to, let's say, upgrade my camera, the difference isn't that noticeable for me or probably even for you guys to care or even justify to the finance department. Stainless steel holds up pretty well. I have one of the colors that have a nice resale value. It's either the white color or the black color. Face ID still works. Once again, it's snappy as ever. I have the Pro Motion. I still get 90% of the features. Sure, Dynamic Island is great, but I can live without it. The action button is great, but I can live without it. USB-C is great, but I can live without it. And those are the questions people need to ask themselves. Can you live without those features? And I'm hoping the answer is yes. I still have the standby feature even without the always on display. That nice fancy airdrop animation, I got that too. That cool call screen when someone gives me a call, got that too. My advice has remained the same for years, and it's before you buy the latest iPhone, upgrade your phone and use it for a few days and ask if you really need it. Because the reality is, it's most likely the features you want, not the device. So if you jumped to this part of the video, well, the least you can do is subscribe. Anyway, why 2 reviews? So there's a camp of people that say product releases are incremental, there's not much upgrade from the direct predecessor, even the one that came before it, and that's a valid statement. But you have to remember that as a tech reviewer, I can't simply look at products in the lens of just the predecessor and make reviews based solely off that. There are people who have devices that are this is definitely not 3 years old, but as an example, 3 to 7 years old that want to know the feature sets of the latest phone. That's it. Especially when it comes to smartphones, even if the 14 and 15 series are pretty much identical, 9 out of 10 people are going to buy the latest device if it's available in their country and they can afford it. I want to provide a review for those people. I don't want a person with, let's say, this isn't the iPhone 11. I threw the iPhone 11 away. Okay, so let's say, for example, the iPhone 12. I don't want a person who has an iPhone 12 to watch my video and just sit there and hear me say that the 15 sucks because it's basically the same as last year with minor changes. It's not that useful to them. Those minor changes might be major changes for them. And if we're gonna be honest, most people watching tech content year to year are the ones that are most frustrated. And that's where the second style of reviews are for. I want to capture and give my viewpoints as a regular consumer who has a pre-existing device, and if I were to truly upgrade to it, is the device that good to just abandon the current phone I have and upgrade to it? And even the iPhone 13 Pro, the 15 Pro really isn't that much different. And with both of them being on iOS 17, the difference is even closer. The gap is even closer. I would say the only compelling reason to truly make me upgrade to the 15 Pro Max is the size. I think Apple nailed it this year by reducing the size of the Pro Max. And if I had the choice to upgrade to the latest iPhone, being on the regular Pro series for so long, I would actually pick up the Pro Max for once. And it's because the width has shrunk significantly enough for people to notice, and it's much more comfortable to hold in the hand. Screw the USB-C, screw the whatever other features it has, the action buttons. The device, holding it and using it, I would say is probably more of a reason for me to upgrade to the Pro Max device than the other features that Apple has littered across the device. I said device many times, but you guys get the gist. Now, for these personal reviews, I'll have one separate for iPhone and Android, and then the ultimate device from there. So I'll compare iPhone to iPhone, Android to Android, and then make a decision based off that. Hopefully this video made sense to you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Appreciate every single sub, like, and comment, and as always, guys, much love. I know some people have suspicion on whether I just recycle through a whole bunch of devices. I mean, these are two S23 Ultras. I love this phone so much. I got one for like my own personal, like I bought this with my own personal money. That's how much I love the S23 Ultra. Anyway, I can't just like sell these devices because I need them and the logistics department would be upset. So sorry, no giveaway. Much love. Oh, what is this? Oh, the Nothing Phone one. The delivery is so bad. This is like a little off-centered. It's like tilted, like this camera. If you skip 10 seconds ahead and we're expecting a sponsor, snap, 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 snap. Practice your snaps, practice your snaps, practice your snaps. There we go. Louder, louder, louder. Let's go. It's more laid back, more personable, conversationable. Conversationable. Is conversationable even a real word? I think it's just conversational. Yes. USB-C is great, but I can live without it partially.